Hello, myself Sunil Bankush. Here basically we are discussing another topic, that is city creation. In city creation, basically we are discussing this file basically. In this basically we are discussing that how basically France is telling that upon a time I, once upon a time I, from this upon a time I, that is basically the word which actually France is the owner basically. And one paragraph have one owner. So to create few words only, basically see the requirement basically. What is the thing basically you are requiring? 1,000 cities create basically. If you are creating 1,000 cities, then basically you can able to create upon a time I, this word basically. That is only four words basically from thousands of cities. So you can just imagine basically. One of the person told that why basically this way basically the things are created. There might be some reason basically without basically how basically you can create. So he told that the communication channel basically is, the universe is so far basically so far you can't communicate it basically. So you basically require the communication channel basically. You require the communication channel. For that planet is equal to one of the communication channel basically that you can say. I will take one example. Assume that 100 planets. Thousand planets. This 100 planets is going to communicate to 1,000 planets. So this basically creates. This is actually the creation basically, and that is actually starts from like this basically. It starts like this. So when basically the planet basically gets creates, one planet basically gets creates, as in that basically one planet contains which all paragraph. So the people who created the paragraph, they knows basically everything. So same way, the towel creator is there, the specs creator is there, the specs creators are there. Same way, planet creator are also there. In Earth planet, they are basically the highest resources basically. They are the highest resources. They are basically hired by the universe group basically you can say. Because Earth planet basically who can hire basically that group basically? Because they are the higher basically. They are basically the higher post basically. They are actually creating the planets basically. So they are basically the higher post than the prime minister, presidents, and even the presidents, even the rich people basically also can't compare with that person basically. If we compare rich person power equal to the planet creation power basically, planet creation person power, then the planet creation person power will be the higher basically, because he is creating the planets basically. He is creating the planet, that means he have the entire control over the universe basically, not entire but little bit control basically over the universe basically. One person told that uh, The rich people, how they communicate basically? They have basically their own internet channels basically. Internet channel basically, I'm telling you. I will take one example how that basically comes. Internet channel basically how it comes. Assume that basically one private internet basically will write is equal to created from 100 cities, or basically we can 100 will be too much, so one city will be enough also basically, because then also basically we will tell 21 cities, because one city can't access the entire internet. So one private internet equal to 21 cities, and that city basically is converted into one private internet channels. One internet channel also basically with that. So see basically, channels are equal to internet basically. Channels are equal to internet. So to create one private internet channel basically, other than the government, you have to create 21 cities. And private internet channel basically only government can create basically. They basically give some level of authority to that private person basically, that you can use the private internet channel for certain level of times basically. For certain level of time basically you can use this internet channel, because land is only of governments basically, but he actually purchased the land, assume that he purchased the land basically. So he have to take the private permission, that basically the like this he created the private internet from the 21 city, and he actually created private internet channel basically. So you can just imagine the creation. So here basically what we are discussing, France told that we have to check basically whether real. One of the person told that basically this was actually supposed to check long before basically. I will take one example. One person actually died, assume that basically he is sleeping, assume that I am sleeping and I died. Just taking example basically, I still exist basically. Assume that basically I was sleeping and I died. So the death data basically is 100% going to come from this area only. This. From this area only the death data will come. Why? Because this land basically 900 crore, because I am also staying in this land. So this land basically is directly controlled by this group basically. Directly controlled by that group. So you can just imagine basically, it's not easy to stay in world also. That is also very. So you can just imagine the land is separated. The land is separated. 900 crore people basically are staying in this land. One private, this land has divided. Then these groups are going to control this 900 crore people. Even basically deaths are controlled by this group, because this land is going to divide from the rest of world basically one day, and world will end one day basically. That is the rule basically. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about rule of universe.